Skipper Scott Thompson was out injured, Aaron Labont out as well, Darren Young suspended, and Derek Young on the bench. Back in came Scott Wilson, Ian Campbell, Greg Ross and Mark Burchill. Hearts were without injured striker Edgaris Jankauskas. That meant Michael Pospisil was a starter and he made the most of his opportunity. New boys Lee Johnson and Nereus Barasa were on the bench. Craig Mackay was the ref. Scott Wilson's free kick, aimed at Andy Todd. Presley gets his head to it. Flicked away by Hartley, not very convincingly. Back in it comes from Greg Ross. There's Andy Todd with a chance. 90 seconds in. Picked out by the Ross cross, and always a threat when he gets into opposition territory. Todd couldn't keep the header down, otherwise Dunfermline could have been in front. Fisas delivers it for Pospisil, chested down for Elliott, back in for Scatchell, and now here's Paul Hartley with a chance. Good covering from Gary Mason, who tracked the run from Hartley, and that in the end made all the difference and didn't really offer the Hearts midfielder a great chance to score. Really seemed to make a late decision to get his head to that. Back from Presley to Craig Gordon, who's in all sorts of trouble outside his area. Mark Burchill, and it's headed off the line by Presley after indecision between skipper and keeper. Almost cost Hearts dear there. Scott Wilson fires it towards Noel Hunt. Andy Webster, though, was unchallenged as he headed that away. Played further downfield by Presley for Elliott. Looking to hold off Todd. Support arrives from Nielsen. Good pass, finds its way through to Mikkel Yunus, misjudged by Campbell. Callum Elliott's cross falls for Rudy Scatchell on the left foot. It's a great effort, and his follow-up is blocked by Gary Mason. It's good defending that from Dunfermline twice over. Firstly, that rasping volley from Scatchell was parried by McGregor, and when he tried again, it was Mason who denied him that time. Hearts looking to get themselves ahead. Hartley's free kick into a great area. It came off Andy Todd, and Stephen Presley scores. It was Callum Elliott who knocked it across goal. Meantime, as Hearts celebrate the opening strike, Callum Elliott hammered the ball into the back of the Dunfermline net again. It struck Alan McGregor, who was furious, and it's a yellow card for the young striker. Well, that was pretty unnecessary, but it won't take the gloss off Hearts' opening goal. Stemming from a wayward header from Todd, worked across goal by Elliott, and Presley there for his 6th goal of the season. It's 1-0 Hearts in the 28th minute. Burchill for Wilson. That was played with an awful lot of pace to Greg Ross. He was always going to struggle. Takis Fisas and Paul Hartley. Those two again combining. Hartley looking to find some room. Great ball in from Michael Pospisil. What a chance. Lovely angle delivery that from Hartley. The run was good from Pospisil, and what a chance to make it 2 just 5 minutes before half-time. Brilliant to Mikkel Yunus. 4 in the box. And Stephen Presley. Time to measure the cross. And it was his central defensive partner, Andy Webster, who had the header at the back post and couldn't hit the target. Scatchell's corner. Lost by Alan McGregor. Now, should that have been a penalty, as he flung himself out, having spilled the catch? He clattered into Andy Webster. The debate will continue as Elliott plays the ball in. Almost fell for Webster again. Mikkel Yunus. Is it a penalty this time? No. Twice Hearts denied in quick succession. Craig Mackay had a good look at that and said no. Pospisil back to Brellier. Nielsen. Mikkel Yunus. That's a lovely pass. Good run too from Nielsen. The cut back. And Michael Pospisil makes it 2. A beautifully constructed goal for Hearts. 8 minutes into the second half, and that's a goal which will make Graham Rix and his team feel a whole lot easier. Campbell's free kick. Taraszewski and Todd both there. Mark Burchell must score and does. Took his time before finally knocking the ball in the back of the net. Hearts caught out at the set piece. Todd and Taraszewski both went for the first header, and the ricochet worked for Burchell. 3 goals in 3 league games for him. Can Dunfermline square the game now? Campbell's ball in. It was Pospisil, got his head to it. Hearts haven't got it away though. They're under pressure again. Taraszewski takes a tumble. Burchell had a shot, and Greg Ross scores! But it won't count. He'd already blown the whistle, the ref, for an infringement inside the area before the Ross shot ended up behind Craig Gordon. Paul Hartley's delivery wickedly swerving, and Michael Pospisil scores again. 2 for him, 3-1 Hearts. Just about midway through the second half, and the Tynecastle team will hope that this time the 2-goal difference is enough to secure their maximum points. Brilliant delivery that from Hartley, and expertly guided home, a dipping header over McGregor from Pospisil. It's 3-1. So Mikkel Yunus heading off for Hearts, replaced by another Lithuanian in the first sighting of a loan signing till the end of the season from Kaunas, Nerijus Barasa. Presley got the better of Taraszewski. Barasa launches it. Wilson there. Now Brellier. Scatchell. Julian Brellier again, bursting towards the penalty box. Here's Scatchell, will it be 4? You bet! 4-1 Hearts, and Rudy Scatchell makes it 15 for him for the season. A lightning breakout that from Hearts. Good play from Brellier. He was instrumental in carving out the chance, and you just know when Scatchell sees the whites of the eyes of the goalkeeper that the ball is going to end up in the back of the net. It duly did. Hearts are safe and sound now at 4-1, 10 minutes from the end. Fisas, a very composed player. Hartley and Scatchell combine. Eventually the move ends with the intervention of Mason. That worked well from Hartley. And that worked well as well from Scatchell off the inside of the post. Within a fraction of another famous 5 goals for Hearts, having thumped Falkirk 5-0 on Boxing Day. So close there to 5-1 against Dunfermline. And that would have been one of Scatchell's luckier efforts, I feel. Julian Brellier will head off in the closing stages. It's almost finished here. Just time for the Hearts fans to have a quick glimpse at Lee Johnson, their new signing from Yeovil. Campbell on the set piece. Presley up for the header. Fisas with the clearance. Michael Pospisil trying to spin away from Wilson. Linking up with Johnson. Good pass. Torarinsson Is there one final flourish, I wonder, from Hearts? It's Scatchell and foiled by McGregor. Good goalkeeping after a very fast and sweeping move from Hearts.
Well, firstly, I'm disappointed how we lost the goals, but Hearts went at 2-0 up. You know, we were starting just to come in when they scored their second goal, come back into the game, and then at 2-1, we thought, well, great, we've got a reaction from the players at half time. We're back in the game, but then the 2 goals at the end just, you know, put us well behind them on the day.
The thing that's disappointed us in the dressing room is that